so y'all better catch. I got big dreams, you walk talk, when I walk, that's that big drip. When I slide down your block, now they pissed off, like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
Constant, I'm always searching for something to challenge. Something that worries me is if I fail the family. Life and death is in the tongue and it hangs in the balance. Close relations fell apart soon as we disagree. Every blessing is a lesson, God is coaching me. You flexing for the gram, but you know that it's triple P. Niggas ain't keeping P. Free the will behind the wall, the rest resting in peace. Yeah. And there I go again, losing my balance. Oftentimes I find myself falling back in the habits. And bad habits, just a tragedy waiting to happen. Here's another quote you can write.
Mic is muted. Okay. Y'all didn't even hear me that. Damn, bro. So let's rewind that back. Yeah, man. What's going on, man? It's your boy Don Mello. We are back cracking for another reaction. You already know how we do on this side. Hopefully, like I said before, hopefully y'all, summer with the summer coming to a close, a lot of y'all is heading back to school or just coming back from vacation, visiting family, or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I'm ready for the summer to be over with. I ain't gonna lie, it's too damn hot. But without further ado, make sure y'all go ahead and like this video and leave a comment, subscribe to this channel if you're new here. Yeah, man. That good old coffee, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is, bro. Especially coffee with creamer. Pause. Fire. Especially if it's cold too. If it's cold and you add that ice to it, man, that should be. But yeah, man. So we're gonna be reacting to Cam, this clip or piece of content with Cam Newton that's going viral, or it came across my desk, so we reacting to it. It looked interesting. This is something different from what I'm used to reacting to, but let's go ahead and get into the reaction, man. Let me stop talking. Let's go.
Entertain, but I don't think a big penis has to do with one race of men. But if you want to go there real quick and touch it, go for it.
Damn.
No.
Have you dated a white guy?
Never.
Bro, pause. Like, I respect people when they, individuality and, wanting to dress how they dress. But come on, bro. Especially like football players, y'all niggas is way too, just athletes in general. If you like, what I'm saying, super built, you should not be wearing no tight ass pants, bro. Like, it looked crazy. You know what? I fuck with Cam Newton, but my dude, bro, my boy got on some leggings. It looked like you trying to pull a what's the other? You trying to pull a Shannon Sharp? Golly, you know what I'm saying? Like the fit from up here and up is fresh, and as soon as you, come on, man, pause.
Ever.
Okay, so you don't know.
I've never dated a guy.
You would not know.
I've never dated a guy.
Right. Okay. So for a woman who has dated.
Let's just put that out there.
Dated. I've never been intimate with a man outside of Black, but dating a white guy, I can say that there's a difference in cultural experiences.
Yeah.
But I don't think I haven't seen, but I haven't been intimate with a white man. But I mean, I haven't seen things. I don't think there's a big difference to me in white or Black.
So what she's saying is, I would know. That's already crazy though, because her saying that, like, Okay, so why haven't you ever? If you've seen things, that means you would mess with other races. You know, you would mess with other races, um, for fun, for shits and giggles. But then you won't. But when it comes to being intimate, you're gonna date a black man. You feel me? So, in a sense, it feel like she's contradicting herself.
When it comes to your penis.
This is my point that I was saying, and we're kind of taking a
that's what I
step
said.
back
Yeah.
to Euro step to try to score.
Right.
Now, I'm having a hard time to believe a very educated, a very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's enough time to find a lot of things out.
I bet.
And yet,
mm-hmm.
no kids,
mm-hmm.
single.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but I am saying,
mm-hmm.
Are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm gonna say, like I said on Nick, the question shouldn't be why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber not married with kids? The question should be, why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies?
Mm-hmm.
I think if anything,
I mean, I wouldn't say that it's being rushed. I feel like it's just people don't understand the concept of longevity. Like when you get married and they don't understand. Like this is the thing. When people, this is what I realized with, because my biological parents are not married, but my mom is married though. You feel me? And she's been married for the past damn near almost 20 years, since I was probably about like in like 5th grade. So, and I've seen them go through ups and downs, you feel me? Like through damn near everything, you feel me? They never cheated on each other, nothing like that type of shit. But I've seen them go through their ups and downs, but compared to like couples nowadays, like the divorce rate, and mind you, from what I've heard, you know, I gotta do some more research, but from what I've heard on many different occasions from multiple people, is that that women, the divorce rate is high. No, women, when it comes to divorce rate being so high, it's not the men, it's the women. The women have are quicker to divorce than a man is, which should tell you something. That's why I feel like he's asking this question. And matter of fact, I'm about to do some research. Hold on. Cause fuck that. Cause I know y'all gonna, cause you know, like I don't got time for y'all in the comments be like, oh, you a women hater and all that stuff. Because look, bro, at the end of the day, she is 41. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between wanting kids and wanting to get married and all these things like that, but you're just not able to, or you're not in a position. But when you got all your shit together, you feel me? And like, then it's like, it ain't no reason why you shouldn't have a man or have kids. Like, bro, come on. But why they keep going, hold on, let me see something. Hold on. The divorce rate.
we need to be teaching our society, take your time, young man or young woman, so that you can get to know not just this person, but yourself first, so that you can choose a life partner, not that that person isn't exempt to divorce, instead of rushing to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama and have multiple kids by multiple women, just to say you have broken families everywhere. I don't see no benefit in that. I believe, like I tell my brother, he's in here, Shane, all the time, and who's 31 with no kids and doing well for himself.
Okay. Okay. So now back to what I was actually right though. So I looked it up. It says about 7. Okay. So about 29 to 30% of husbands of men, they file for divorce. And it says, that women initiate divorce more often than men on average. Numerous studies have shown this. In fact, nearly 70% of divorce are initiated by women. So, with that being said, I mean, yeah, that's what's said. Shit, that's the facts.
Your time. You don't need to rush to an altar just to divorce this woman. And another thing is, people who actually feel high valued within themselves, not financially.
See, she just okay. You see how she just put it on the man? Like, oh, you don't have to rush to the altar to like he asked a question or he made a statement about you, a woman, not being married. And you see how she flipped it and she's talking about there's no reason why a man should be rushing to the altar to marry a woman just to divorce her when women have a way higher rate of initiating divorce than men do. So that contradicts her statement.
Internally, they feel high valued. They are not rushing to have a wife or a husband at the expense of divorce just to feel like they've added value to themselves, because it's a deficit if you're marrying for the wrong purposes. It is an asset if you're marrying from a place of creating a family, of creating stability, of raising kids who can see this thing move and this house not be homeless, but this house have wealth in it, the real wealth that actually sustains. And so for me,
I could agree with that.
Take my time choosing then end up doing time because I'm making wrong decisions.
Okay, so I don't think. Okay, so I kind of get what she's saying. So basically, and I agree. I agree with certain statements that she made. I'm not gonna make it seem like she just don't know what you're talking about. So, just judging off of that right there, like I get what she's saying. She wants to be more. She wants to be more responsible with who she picks as her significant other versus just doing it off of the strength of being able to, because nowadays, like when motherfuckers get married, especially like the younger generation, you know, like it's more so because of a feeling, not because of like yeah, it's like they do it for the wrong reason. It's like, oh, okay, you want to be able to say you got married. You want to have a just because so you can be able to show people that you got a ring on your finger, or show people that you can say that you married or have a dude's last name. But meanwhile, y'all don't get along. Y'all don't know how to work through y'all problems. Y'all barely know how to communicate. Y'all ideals of where y'all want to go in life, it don't match up. You know what I'm saying? You were just both physically attracted to each other and you guys made each other feel good and all that type of shit. And then once that's out the window, it's like, oh, I don't love you anymore. I don't want to be with you no more. Let's go our separate ways. But it's like you never took the time to find exactly what you're looking for type shit. So I can get what she's saying or where she's coming from. But I feel like Cam is basically saying like, okay, I understand that, but why are you, I mean, when are you going to start? Because you already 41. Like, you know what I'm saying? And women, y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but women tend, like after a certain age, like the older they get, it becomes harder for them to give birth and and have kids and stuff like that, right? Men, they can. I mean, you got like 60-year-old men out here, 70-year-old men out here. Look at matter of fact, look at Robert De Niro. Just had another kid. He like what 70, 80 years old. So that just proves my point. But and it's still possible for older women to have kids, but it's just less likely though.
I'm good.
Say less. Next question. How young are you willing to go?
Ooh, I love that. See, now this is when the conversation gets good.
Come on now. We want to know that.
I'm gonna.
Because look, I told you now.
Listen. Hold on.
Come on.
What? Because you going or I'm going? Who going first?
You.
Okay. So I'm willing to. I think. Late 20s.
Men, this is where you turn the TV all the way up.
And I also just off of that too, because like I feel like if a woman take care of herself, like a lot of people nowadays don't take care of themselves. You feel me? But I feel like if a woman is healthy, she take care of herself. You know what I'm saying? Treat her body like as far as her body and everything like that. I feel like she could still be able to her. I feel like her chances of getting pregnant as she get older still it would be a bit higher than somebody who's not healthy and don't take care of themselves, and you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, because even in the Bible, it was women that were like up there in age, over 40 type shit, and still had kids. So
Go ahead.
Late 20s would be the youngest. However,
we got to put a number on that though. Like you 27, 26.
27-ish.
X's.
But again, it depends on the maturity level of that man.
But this is where I'm glad you said that.
Yeah.
But this is where
I baited you. I knew where we were going.
Your patience has
Be there
to give him the
100%.
patience to bring his value or his function up to his
100%.
value.
100%.
Right.
100%.
But
100%.
so now
100%.
100%
Yeah,
this too.
100%.
A woman who has high value will not entertain or be patient with a guy that does not have.
Yeah, especially if she has certain
100%.
100%. She will. Especially if
I think I know where he's going with this, because you know what I'm saying, especially if you watch like the Kevin Samuels and all that type of shit, right? I think where he's about to get into, or he's trying to take the conversation into like how it's the opposite when it comes to men. Like men, like they'll be patient. The women, like once they get to a certain status, it's like, nope, I need this. You gotta have this. You gotta have that. I think that's why he was going into when he spoke about like do women have high expectations or something like that? You feel me? Because that yeah. Wow, let's see.
she has certain especially if she has certain criterions that she knows most men of her age won't meet. She has to.
So therefore, I'm telling you, a man of high value is a transactional type of thing. So to your point, it's like, I know, I look at you, I look at women all the time. I have a beautiful establishment that we're in right now.
Right.
Fellowship. It garners a consumer that's about their business. This is not hookah smoking and standing on couches and section. No, it's not that. This is sugar daddy's addy in here. This is businesswoman. No, you need to we need to get this on right.
Lord.
I see it happen so many times.
Wow.
Dress code. You're not coming in here with Jordans and flip-flops. Like you can't do that. You can't disrespect the altitude.
Yeah, the culture of what's here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, I know and I understand a lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high function.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and this for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So I'm not married.
Hold on.
Right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I thought I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent of just saying about your wife?
I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just.
Because my point is this. My desire to get married.
Heck yeah.
So I'm not married.
Hold on.
Heck yeah.
So you need to, we need to get this on right.
Lord.
I see it happen.
Yeah.
So many. High value is a transactional type of thing. So to your point, it's like, I know, I look at you, I look at women all the time. I have a beautiful establishment that we're in right now.
Right.
Fellowship. It garners a consumer that's about their business. This is not hookah smoking and standing on couches and section. No, it's not that. This is sugar daddy's addy in here. This is businesswoman. No, you need to we need to get this on right.
Lord.
I see it happen so many times.
Wow.
Dress code. You're not coming in here with Jordans and flip-flops. Like you can't do that. You can't disrespect the altitude.
Yeah, the culture of what's here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
With that, I know and I understand a lot of people see my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
See my situation. That's a very vague question, and it's for you
what
to.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high functioning?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning. The opposite of that would be low functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take
She
my
on his
intentions
head,
away from.
boy.
This is. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yeah, some more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married,
Yeah.
right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I thought I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
By how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now,
by multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
about
to
your
bring
wife?
him. I just want God to bring him.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just
because my point is this: my desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Bryant, you said it. I didn't say it. I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an
Okay, that's why I disagree, bro. Because at the end of the day, too, you got to understand this as well. Like, even in the Bible, bro, and you can't say it's a broken home, because at the end of the day, even in the Bible, bro, like if you look at the story about Jacob and Esau, Jacob's name was later turned to Israel, bro. He had 7 wives, meaning kids by each one of those wives. They wouldn't. He had 12 kids. My bad. The 12 tribes, which later on became the 12 tribes of Israel, and so and so. But the bottom line is that wasn't just because you have babies by different women doesn't mean that it's necessarily a broken home. Especially if you're taking care. Now, if you're not taking care of your daddy duties, if you're not taking care of that woman, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're not taking care of that woman and those kids, then it is considered a broken home. And if you don't have an understanding with those women, like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I have multiple baby mothers, then you can say it's a broken home, but that ain't considered a broken home, because even look at Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon, every last one of the women that he had a baby with are taken care of. The woman is taken care of, and so are the kids taken care of, and they not complaining. They all have an agreement amongst each other, and that home is not broken. All the kids, you try to, make sure they all see each other, make sure everybody is straight, and none of the women are complaining. You know what I'm saying? They all be actually, you know what I'm saying? From what I heard Nick say, you feel me? They all function together, you know what I'm saying? And everybody gets along. So, I would have to disagree with her on that point. Just because a man has multiple, now it becomes dysfunction if you just having kids out here and you're not taking care of them, you're not taking care of the baby mother, you just sleeping around, just having kids. Now it's a broken home.
amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. every child cannot have papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Mm-hmm. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior to say.
And also, who just say what's the living arrangement? How do you know that he don't just got some big ass house somewhere and everybody stay with him? Like, we don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man.
That I am going to create these homes. Oh, let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box.
Now, I don't like how she's putting like a negative connotation on it. Like, it's like puts like using words like put your next victim, putting somebody in a box. Like, bro, it's not like, from a woman's standpoint and how so messed up the America got women's minds and stuff like that. Like, I wouldn't say it's victims. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know the agreements that he had with these women. You don't know what the living situation is. You don't know. They could be completely happy, and he could be constantly in all their life. And on top of that, even matter of fact, and just because you got one, whether you have multiple baby mothers, and technically when you lie down with somebody, that is your wife. So this new concept is you have to have it on paper. That doesn't mean, like, when you lie down with somebody, you're technically married to them, like, in the eyes of God. You feel me? But in the worldly sense, though, they want you to do the whole ceremony and put it on paper, and that's how America does. You feel me? So, yeah, like, that shit is wild. But let's see what Cam said though. I like how she can articulate herself, and she not like getting all like hyped up and yelling and cutting them off and all that type of stuff. So I like how she's respectful about it, but I don't agree with what she's saying, and not just because she's a woman.
It's unhealthy, and it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe, personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men would what?
Stop doing that, that they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless, but you over here at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will, you'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. I'm done. You can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right. So, what identifies as a broken home?
Yeah, I want to know.
What you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with, is a broken home. It's called a blended family.
That's an assumption.
It's called a blended family.
That means
that the family is blended. So blended.
So blended means broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does not mean broken, bro. I grew up in a blended home. My stepdad, my mom been together for 20 years. That was not no broken home, bro. That was a good home, actually. You know what I'm saying? It was family. You feel me? I got stepbrothers. You know what I'm saying? stepsisters and shit like that. You know, it wasn't a broken family though. It wasn't a broken home. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It was actually a great home. You feel me? So I don't agree with what she's talking about.
So the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as
whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just
no, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old if he has no kids.
So your non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
My non-negotiable is a person with kids, but yes, I get how you're saying it. Yes.
So you cannot date a person. You cannot be with a person. I
can, but I'm choosing not to.
So
I can be with anyone, but I'm choosing not
to.
I gotta correct it. It's my narrative, Cam.
You're jumping in, jumping out. It's either.
Cam. No, it's not. I can't. There's no such thing. I can date whoever I want. I am definitely well equipped to do so. Okay. So I'm not going to allow that word to be something that fits what I can't do. I'm well equipped to date anybody. Yes. My preference, because there's nothing wrong with a lot of men who have kids. So I don't want.
That's fact, and that's cool that she, you know what I'm saying, she being honest, but that is true though. You don't have to. You can choose to date somebody with kids, or you can choose not to. That's really preference. That's not a bad or a good thing. You feel me? Like, it's just whatever you prefer. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing or a good thing. I mean, it ain't a bad thing.
I want to put that narrative out there. Yeah. My personal preference is I would not choose to date a man with kids.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're dating a man with kids. Just a scenario.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yes.
You're dating a man with kids.
Yes.
So you've identified that that's a broken home from the jump with your
I see where he's going with this.
Blended family means broken.
I've identified that I'm dating a broken man who is creating who he is, because we could teach what we know, we create who we are. And so broken people create brokenness, whether it's through a child, whether it's through a relationship, whether it's through themselves. It doesn't have to be a beautiful baby, but you're creating brokenness. And broken people can come from married households. I'm not saying that a two-parent household can't create the result of a child who then has brokenness and creates broken blended families everywhere. I'm not negating that.
That's not my point.
No, I know. I'm making that point. But yes.
But my point.
My answer is I not only identified that those homes are houses without a home because he's not in them.
Yeah.
But also that he's a broken man.
But you're going to be with a broken man.
No, I won't. I just said I wouldn't be with a man. I wouldn't be with a broken man who has multiple kids. I will
No, not multiple. I'm
talking a kid. It doesn't matter.
So you're not going to date a man with children.
No, but let me clear this up, because you said I won't date a broken man. That's not what I said.
No, I said, listen to what I'm saying?
I heard you. Let me answer it. Hold on. We all have a level of brokenness. So will I date a broken man? Yes. Am I going to date a certain type of brokenness? No.
Of course you're not.
And that type of brokenness is a man who has kids outside of me isn't something that's conducive for what I want forever.
But will you date him?
No.
So that goes to my point. I'm trying to ask a question. You have two different men right here. Mm-hmm. One man who has...
I will not date a man with kids.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Yes. I will not.
Do you understand, just off of the statistics?
Here we go. Go ahead and be a statistic and say it, because I hear it all the time.
What?
Say it.
You say what you're saying, and I'm going to either...
Based on statistics, most men have kids. Go for it.
At your age.
But that's why I said early on, Cam, when you said
she did
young and remember the patience of me being older woman, I said, well, for, a woman who has certain qualifications.
It's a good spar. I ain't gonna lie. This is a good spar. She don't I don't agree with everything she say, but she says, you know what I'm saying? She she get a little, she goes off a little bit because she be so anxious to respond. But for the most part though, she on point though. This is a good little spar between them two. And Cam, he on point too.
Vacations are criterions like no kids.
Yeah.
That would be, I have to have enough brain cells to know, baby, that's the payoff. Okay, he may be younger successful, no kids. But now you have to make sure you implement the patience, or you get you an older man who has kids and he could have been married with his kids. There's a lot of different scenarios why men have kids, okay? But then you don't have to have as much patience with him as maturity wise. But do you want to have patience to say, and it's not even dealing with, because that's not bad. You want to have enough patience to gut the fact that you are dating a man with young kids or grown kids, and that's against what you want, your value system. For me, I rather choose the poison of, I'll have patience with you, baby. We'll just have to figure this out, and I'm cool with that, and we'll have a good time in the meantime. Then I know that you have kids. It's against something I never wanted as a child. And now, if you have young kids, I'm going to be very involved because I'm a loving woman. I'm never going to take
But you're giving a scenario that you're saying.
that I wouldn't do. Right. And those are the reasons why I wouldn't do them.
For sure.
Because I'm going to be involved, right? I'm never going to be a woman who's not.
But I must defend this situation. I have 8 children. And
8 beautiful babies.
I will not. No baby mother of mine could ever say that she's a single mother. Because single mother insinuates that she has no help. So for me in my situation, life be lifing. That's a common.
Yeah, it does. I agree.
And my situation.
Hey, this is besides the point, but somebody tell that nigga to turn his collar down, bro. That shit is annoying me. Like, bro, it's just like, bro, just turn the color down, nigga. It's just because you look crazy. I understand that's your little stilo and everything, but damn, man.
Is a product of life happening. So,
and none of us are exempt from
it. Of course.
Right.
So we have preferences. 100%. We have things that we could say, okay, I would love to do this. I'm raised in a church. So my father would always direct us to say, hey, be this, be that, be that, be this. But I can also tell my father this, your reality is not my reality.
100%.
You walking into 7-Eleven is different than your son walking into 7-Eleven.
Sorry.
Makes sense to you. So I can agree with you, and we can agree to disagree, that I'm not creating broken homes. I'm doing the best with the situation that I was given and am given. So hands-on father, absolutely. I don't subscribe to just bringing fatherless children or motherless children into this world. I have an unbelievable relationship with the mothers of my children. And it's healthy co-parenting that we show the children real love, real communication, real orders of operations. And I think that's key because even though we have this unspoken societal pressure to do this and be this, but that's just not, that's a unicorn that you're waiting for. Because if I'm sitting up here telling you like, yo, I have aspirations to have this, but my experiences have shown me that that person really doesn't exist. So when I'm asking or I'm asked questions of, is the expectations unrealistic? Because my reality has garnered unbelievable connections with women around the world. Not in Africa, I haven't been in Africa, right? But at the same time, I've been able to make the best of my situation. And I can't say that that situation ever resulted into a broken home.
Got it. So this is my thing. You can label it whatever your hurt ego needs it to be labeled so that you feel good about your choices.
You see, I don't like that. You see how every time like he like, you know what I'm saying? He do a good job at articulating himself, even though he take forever to get to the point. But I think I just him trying to be careful with his words and like properly articulate his point. You know what I'm saying? But damn, she just keep throwing jabs though. Like it's like what's the word? Y'all know the word I'm looking for. What is it? Put it in the comments. It's called like passive aggressive type of like she'll say something nice but then she'll turn around and like throw a little jab and say like some like some like under, it's like a negative undertone type shit.
But at the end of the day, A family consists of a dynamic, and that dynamic consists of two parents and a child. And when you start to create that multiple times, that's called a blended family. Mm-hmm. And when there's somebody missing from the home, but they are the school daddy, meaning I pick them up or drop them off to school, or they are the sports mother or father, I come to the games, but they're not the, I wake up and go to sleep with my kids. That household now is broken by the family dynamic. Hold on, that does not mean,
You're
Cam,
not describing me.
That does not mean, Cam, that you are not a dynamic father. That does not mean that you don't have a great relationship with him. I'm talking about the political construct of a family.
Societal construct, political construct.
If you want to, that's what I'm saying. If you want to call it that, that's fine. But listen,
those things that you
whatever we label it doesn't change our decisions, though.
That's what I'm trying to. That's what you don't understand.
So all of your baby mamas live in one house?
No, they do not. But my children stay with me.
So then it's still a broken house. So the mothers aren't in your home. So it doesn't make a difference.
That's making the best of the situation.
Right. And listen, and let me say this. That part, I agree with. Mm-hmm. That part, I admire in you.
Okay.
That part, I think is amazing.
Right.
Cam, look at me. That part, I say thank you for being a man who's vertical, who stood up and dealt with his decisions, whether it was decisions you.
She's making it seem like it's a bad thing, bro. If all his kids live with him, it's not a bad thing. Like, just because the parent, like it's households where one of the parents is working all the time. So the mom or the dad gotta, they dealing with the kids all the time. You feel me? Like, or if you're a person that got a career or something like that, you probably always in and out of town and stuff like that. So that don't technically, just because y'all don't live together, don't technically mean that that is broken. But due to like societal standards, maybe you could say that. Like, just to be politically correct, yeah. But that doesn't really, like, I wouldn't say that makes a big difference. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, whether you waking up with your parents in the household, like with both parents in the household, like I don't think that makes a big difference, because there's people that have both parents and end up fucked up in life. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't. But if you just want to be politically correct, then okay, you can get that off.
You liked or you didn't, or you planned or you didn't, and you did what you had to do. That's called a man, baby. So thank you for being a man.
Yes, ma'am.
And doing your thing. Seriously. With the
you don't want to hear that shit.
That you have. I think that's amazing.
Right.
And I say this, follow up, not to negate everything I just said, because I truly believe that and feel that. And I love that you did that. You didn't leave them fatherless. My father didn't leave me fatherless. It changed my life because he didn't leave me fatherless. I used to sit with him randomly and say, Daddy, thank you. For what? For not making me a fatherless little girl. Because I ain't out here desperate. And I got a daddy I can come home and nest in. I got a daddy I can come home who's a gangster, a street dude. I can make a phone call and you there.
It's done.
And you there. So I ain't looking for no street, excuse my language, nigga, to save me. I got my savior. I'm good. And the street dude to save me may crucify me. I'm good. Daddy ain't gonna crucify me. See, there's a difference. So with you, I'm saying thank you, because my father has 6 of us by 5 different women, but he was a father. And so when you say, Doc, but I'm a daddy, don't negate that. I hear you more than you believe me hear you, because I had a daddy who was a father, and he wasn't in the house with all of us, but from a woman who was a little girl who had the best daddy I've seen a girl have straight up to this day. I'm not saying you ain't, but that's my daddy. I wasn't in the house with him. So the things that whoever he was in the house with, that environment is different from me coming over and seeing it. Now, for your babies, they all live with you.
Perspective. I get that.
Their environment is different from when they go with mommy, and mommy has whoever's in that house. So the roles have just switched, but it still makes, not the kids, hear me out, it still makes the household dynamic is a blended broken household. It doesn't mean that your babies have to grow up broken. This is what I want to be clear on. It doesn't mean that you as a father can change their life. I beat the odds of being a baby mama. because I had a daddy that wasn't in the house, but he was in my life. He was in my ear. He was in my ass about decisions. So this is why I'm saying the household maybe is still broken, but it doesn't mean your kids have to be. But it's about coming into awareness of what really is. And like my father.
Okay, I get what she's trying to say. Like, it just maybe the wording of how she's saying it, it makes it sound like it's like she's trying to like downplay. But I wouldn't say, like, I think the point she's trying to make, I don't think she's trying to be malicious when she say that. It's just probably the wording that's probably triggering. Because when you say, it's almost like when a woman hears submissive, they automatically like, oh, I'm not a slave. And it's like, bro, that's not what submissive means. That's just society have placed this negative connotation on that word. So if somebody hear you, so it's like if somebody say, oh, you wearing Skechers. Skechers ain't a bad shoe. I done seen some fly ass Skechers. You know what I'm saying? Not all of them, but like it's certain ones like I would actually buy because it's just dope. But it lets you let somebody else see you wearing them. Like, oh, you wearing Skechers, man? Oh, you broke. Like, because it has a negative connotation. So I feel like just based off what she's saying, the wording makes it sound like negative and triggering. But I kind of can see what she's trying to say.
I knew he had blended families, broken homes, but he tried to overcompensate, and he did in every way he could by being a daddy. So that's all I'm saying is we can label it what we.
I would say it's not broken though. See, when you say broken, it's like shit is just not good in there. No, like I would say just call it blended families. Don't why? I mean, yeah, you don't even got to call it broken. Just say blended families. That's it.
We want, but the reality is, this is what a blended family looks like. Unless you're telling me it's polyamorous, and you're not. This is what a broken household looks like. Now, let me go further. Do broken households make for good people? You damn right. I'm not a statistic. I ain't perfect. I work through my stuff. I come from the inner city, the hood. I'm a product of teenage parents, a dope dealer and an addict who is now sober and killing it. My mama's a VP of my company, runs everything, got her own business, and I'm a doctor. So people like me come from situations like that. So I'm always advocate for it, but I'm always keep it real about what it is. Because in order for us to take it and heal it and do something with it, we got to call a damn duck a duck, so we know where to put it, what to feed it, how to do it, and what it needs. We can't be in this society as Black people and want to give things different words so that it makes us feel better about our decision. The decision is made. It is a broken home. It is a blended family. And now what are we going to do with these beautiful babies? So that your son, you got boys? I'm guessing out of 8, you got to have some boys. So that your boys make different.
He didn't even answer. Like you could tell he hot. He is not like that shit going in one ear and out the other. But when you listen to her, what she's saying, as far as like without your feelings and shit like that, like she's making some good points. I get where she's coming from. It's just certain words and how she goes about saying it. It could be triggering. But I mean, like you said, look, the truth is never considered disrespect. I think it's just the way she's saying it. A certain person would take it offensive. You feel me? But I don't think it's broken though.
And better decisions than Daddy did. Not that you didn't do the best of what you had, but so your boys can say, Daddy, I admire you, but I did it different. Daddy, thank you for not letting me be fatherless, but I did it different. Your daughter can say, Daddy, I only married him and got all 5 kids with just one because 2 things, you was in my life, and because I didn't have to choose from despair. And because I love you, but I didn't want to have 3 or 4 or 5 kids by multiple men. So I chose different than you. But watch this. But he has these similarities about you that I love. He's loving. He won't leave me hanging. He's stable.
But see, the dynamic between women and a man, like men were built to have, if you want to have, they can have, you don't have to, but you can have like multiple women. that you have babies by. Women are not meant to have babies by multiple men. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's a whole nother conversation.
He got my back because that's what I love about you. But your choices is what I didn't choose in this man. And that's okay. I don't choose my father in men who have the multiple kids, but I choose my daddy in men who are solid and who got my back and who love me unconditionally and who dote on me and still treat me like his baby at 41. That's all I'm saying. So you're doing a hell of a job, thank you.
Though, bro. Lee.
But the situation is what it is. It's the reality of it.
I can talk.
Yes.
Okay. Woo. Now, we're going to press the space bar with that real quick, and we have to get to our game.
We have a game?
Oh, you don't?
Okay, hold on. Okay, we're going to skip the game, and we're going to see. We're going to see what this is talking about. Boom.
With your prognosis, Doc, of my situation, would you consider me a high value man?
High valued or high functioning?
High value and high functioning.
High valued, yes. I think that you are. Wait. Hold on. You know,
you got my undivided attention.
Okay. High valued, yes.
Okay.
Because obviously you have the value.
Okay.
Right. High functioning, I believe that you are a hybrid. I think that you are in the journey, in the process of still becoming. I think that you have more low functioning behaviors. Seriously. And I think that your thoughts and emotions, when you're allowing yourself to really be you, not Cam Newton I'm on, not Cam on the field, whatever this personality you've created. I think your thoughts and emotions are high functioning when you're being the core of the essence of who you are. And I, damn, I'm just gonna be obedient. And I believe and hope that your babies, especially your boys, they let more of that part of you that's in them shine and lead than not the decision making. I'm not saying then the part of has nothing to do with decision making, then the part of that has been masked or the part that entertains. I hope that they can, because for them, for their benefit, they can dwell in who they are, which is that part of the high functioning and that loving and that vulnerable piece that you do have that I've seen, you know, just sitting here with you. That part's beautiful. And I think you should let that be out more. Why you don't? I think that goes in with your fear, but that's a whole nother segment. Go ahead. That goes in with your whole fear of divorce and all this other stuff, but that's a whole nother, that'd be a session we do one-on-one. A whole nother session.
Yeah, but those are also life experiences though. See, this is where I was holding back from your critique on broken and blended. So basically any man, you're fucked if you're trying to get.
Well, dang, just take their hope from them.
No, it's you said that.
I didn't say they're
fucked. You said there's no chance.
I didn't say no chance.
There's no chance.
You literally just said that.
Your words, not mine.
You literally just said you would never date nobody with kids. What are you talking about? Like you literally just said that. You said it's non-negotiable. You don't go back on it now. You was doing good. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it all the way 100. You know what I'm saying? So don't go back on it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? It's okay.
That you would ever get with a guy that had children. So the reality of that is like life happens, situations happen, and I would ascribe to this narrative, do the best you possibly can.
Absolutely.
In this thing that we call life.
100%.
Because it's tough, it's hard. I'm a father to my children, not because of me being able to pay for private schools. I'm a father to my children because I treat them not only how society is going to treat them, I give them the wisdom, not only did my father give me, but I also give the nurturing that my family provided for me, doing the best. Now, my circumstances of growing up were mom, dad, religion, I seen that. Mm-hmm. I just went down the other street that I was curious to find out, like most people.
And curiosity did what?
It was a cat.
That cat.
Bought coochie.
That cat. Yeah. And that's the problem. Buying coochie and creating babies and throwing D's instead of creating F's, which is the family. We talked about that earlier. That's a problem. That is another dysfunction that needs to stop. That's not healthy. That's dysfunctional.
We've identified
so
that.
Curiosity killed the cat.
No, it's dysfunctional when you just having kids and like when you just got niggas out here just having kids left and right, not being responsible, not taking care of them, not taking care of the baby mother, none of that stuff like that. That's being careless. That's being dysfunctional. And that's what a lot of these young niggas be doing. They just be trying to go fuck something and then when a girl get pregnant, you like, oh, you go get a abortion and all that, or go get a move on to the next female. Like, no, okay, no, that's creating dysfunction. That's being dysfunctional. Because you got in other countries, you got kings that have multiple mothers to their children and stuff like that. In other countries, that's normal. That's not called dysfunctional. That's that mentality only lives in America.
The cat got killed.
Yeah, but
while trying to find some cat.
We've identified that, but what I'm basically saying is, even though we have hopes of having what we desire, it doesn't always.
I agree.
And that's
I agree.
My point.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree.
So But
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, you can finish. You want me to wait? I'll hold it because it's for you.
So when you try to stereotype or you try to analyze a situation, and it's a lot of people's concern and curiosity. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But the truth of the matter is, my father, who is still in my life, who is the most influential male in my life, and my mother also, I've seen that structured dynamic. And to the best of my ability, I will be able to give that to my children.
I believe you.
So,
yeah,
your question.
I believe you. You said life, and be doing this thing, of course, and none of us are exempt to what life does. So there's no point even personalizing it. It's just more about who's next for life. What is your outlook or your analysis on people who life has lifed with, but they just happen to make different decisions that breeded a more healthier result, even with the same?
Okay, so that's all for this one right here. You feel me? If y'all want to go look at this video, just go to Cam Newton's page, you know what I'm saying? Or look up this, you can go to Cam Newton's page. I'll show it right here, boom. Cam Newton, boom. And then check out the podcast. It's called Funky Friday. And it's with Dr. Bryant, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all want to see the full video for that, man, go ahead, knock yourself out, man. I just wanted to like react to that like little part of the segment of the show. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. Like who like, do you agree with what Dr. Bryant was saying? Or do you agree with Cam? You know, I feel like they both made points, good points, you know what I'm saying? And I believe some of the points they were making is just more so subjective and just really just your outlook on it. But then certain things, it was factual, you know, so they both made points, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna get at you on the next one, man. Make sure y'all go ahead, subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'm out.
Hey. Made me go do it on purpose, pedal to the metal, I'm taking it further. You might have did it, but I'm doing it better. Taking off for the sky's the limit. Yeah, moving this rap like moving the pack. Stay in the field while you chill at the pack. Looking real sad, you know I don't lack, you know the fact. All odds against me, but I got a good feeling. You say you with me, but you gotta be willing. It's kinda iffy how they making a killing, but never giving back to people who need it. I'm giving God the glory, then I repeat it, a different category, but they don't see it. A prep for running, so I know I'm a reader. So if recorded, no, it can't be defeated. Turn on the page, I'm up on the race. You feeling the rage, I'm taking a risk. You taking up space, better be worth it. Body my verse is nothing but perfect. Come from the